It's all a joke, all right? Okay, this is what I'm looking at, people. You can't really see that much, whatever. Okay, give me a second to just process what I'm seeing. Okay. I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry, no. I just tend to do that. I tend to process out loud. I won't.
You can't hide it.
Still processing.
Computing. Right. Okay.
Karina, can I say some things to you?
Of course.
First of all, we are, but actually, the three of us are Libra Sun Cap Rising, so I know the struggle. So you were born actually during a time, so in the late 80s to early 90s, there was what we would call a stellium of Capricorn placements. So that means that many things were in Capricorn. And this really has a lot to do with being a marker for the millennial generation, specifically the Neptune-Uranus conjunction. It's very rare. It happens once every 170 something years. It does not happen very often. And so this is a big deal. So, you know, the generational elements are very personalized for you because that's on your ascendant. And on top of that, you also have North Node in Capricorn, also on your ascendant. And you have Saturn in your first house. So, you know, just that alone, when I see these kinds of placements, we tend to see someone who early on had some kind of understanding of what it was to be responsible. There's an inherent maturity that comes with these kinds of placements. Oftentimes there were responsibilities that you might have had to take on early on that, you know, other young people wouldn't necessarily take on, or there's a kind of mature lens that you have, or even just a way of showing up or presenting yourself that people, you know, they'll take you to be serious, or, you know, they'll believe that, you know, you are someone who has the potential to lead and take on those kinds of powerful positions, whether you feel that way or not. Now, there actually are a few things in your chart that gear you toward being somebody who would be in some kind of leadership role or in some kind of field or career of, you know, power, where you have to, you know, kind of deal with the public. Especially with having Mars on the midheaven, there's a lot of drive to achieve a legacy. But also with these kinds of energies, you know, sometimes you'll feel like you're working really hard, working, and it can take a long time to feel like that reward comes to, like, it's going to come to fruition. The things you'll see with heavy Capricorn placements, especially on the ascendant, is the theme of delayed gratification, or the theme of having to work for a really, really long time before you see that payoff. And especially for you, because you have Mars on the midheaven squaring a lot of this Capricorn energy, it can feel like sometimes the actions that you're trying to take, society or the powers that be or infrastructures or those authority structures are, you know, trying to negate what you're trying to do. And so it can feel like, you know, it can feel like there's a lot of resistance. Right off the bat, it seems like you have the potential to maybe do something creative for a living, actually. The cusp of the sixth house is Gemini, which is common in people who either do something that involves communication, community leadership, sometimes teaching, writing is big. But this Mercury is in Libra, which, you know, has the potential to maybe be doing something that's either creative or artistic, or maybe even something that has to do with facilitating community.
Yeah.
Is that?
That checks.
Yeah, that checks. Has what I've said so far resonated for the most part?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah? Okay, cool. I won't get into, there's